Hey, thanks for stopping by Mystic Messages. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, good to have you back. I hope everyone is doing well today. I would like to ask everyone a small favor today, if they can, and please keep Miss Jane Goodall, who has just passed away, in your thoughts. She was actually a saint on earth, as she brought a voice to animals and taught people that animals have feelings and are able to communicate. And that to me is just an angel on earth. So to today's topic, we're going to talk about learning to perceive evil or darkness in a person, which may sound like a task, but it's actually easier than you would actually think. They often say the eyes are the mirror to the soul, which is very true. When you're around darkness or evil, you can see this look in many of the politicians out there today. They all seem to have a glazed over look. I'm not going to mention any names, but you know who they are. They have this evilness in their eyes that is so evident, and it shows itself. And unfortunately, a lot of people aren't aware of what they're seeing when they're in the presence of darkness, and they're being deceived by that very darkness. It's just a matter of opening your heart, your eyes, and your mind, and asking the divine realms for discernment and in providing a way for you to discern when you're around something that isn't good. So that way you can move yourself away from that energy, because those energies being negative will lower your vibration along the way, and that's something I'm sure that nobody wants to do. If you're on this path, on a spiritual journey, you're looking to progress, not digress. So it's all a matter of sharpening that discernment. Okay? And when you're not able to sense, you know, the ability to sense who is evil and who isn't, who is dark and who isn't. Let's take the word evil out. I mistakenly said that. I'm going to call it darkness. Darkness. I perceive it as evil personally, but it's darkness. It's an energy, and we all have the ability to discern that energy, and we all have free will to either engage with that energy or to disengage with that energy. Spirit gives us free will, and we could do whatever makes us comfortable. But for those who are searching and looking for a way to discern evil and to sharpen that discernment, all you have to do is look at a person's eyes, and that'll tell you everything. The eyes are the mirror to the soul, and there's no truer saying than that. And it's true. Like I said, test yourself. Go out there and see those who spew evil and spew darkness. Look at their eyes. They always appear like if anybody's familiar with the 1975 movie Stepford Wives, you know, that glazed over look that many of these current politicians, leaders, and religious leaders seem to have this look on their face that, for me, it's evident. You know, I'm able to discern when I'm next to a person who dabbles in the darkness, but that took years of practice and being able to sense that and feel that. But a quick way to start learning that is to look at their eyes. What are their eyes telling you? What does your soul feel when you're next to them? Learn to listen to those inner clues that you get. Source has placed that within each and every one of us. Some of us a little more prominently, and at a very early age, I happen to be one of those people. But I know there's people out there who have difficulty discerning. So I'm giving you a clue on how you can, discern easily. Just look in their eyes. You know, again, the eyes are the mirror to the soul, and you just have to know where to look and trust your feelings. When you feel that something's not right, you'll know. You know, as you continue on this journey and you become more attuned with the sensations in your body, you will learn how to discern the dark from the light, and that's imperative if we're to move forward. Okay, and being able to discern that is very, very important, because these people are deceptive and they will deceive you. They come disguised as good, and they do things that aren't good. Their actions don't match who they say they are. I've seen so many people with crucifixes around their neck who spew lies on a daily basis, who wish harm on other people, who don't care about animals. These are people not of the light. Okay? So forget about what the outside looks like, because outside appearances are deceiving. Never judge a book by its cover. these very same individuals want to say that the light is the dark. That is another deceptive move that they've created. And they are using churches to do this. They're using church leaders to do this. Now, again, not all, but unfortunately, a good amount of religious leaders are deceiving people and bringing people, you know, intentionally keeping them in a dark space, not allowing them to think for themselves. There's a theory out there, and I when I channeled this message this morning, I read about a theory yesterday about the fluorination of the water, which was supposedly for our good to prevent our teeth from rotting. Now, there's a theory that the fluoride in the water, okay, calcifies the pineal gland. The pineal gland is your third eye, what they call third eye chakra, which is in the center of your forehead. Okay, when this is calcified, it prevents us from using our innate abilities to discern, to communicate with the divine realms. The pineal gland is paramount in that. You need that effectively working in order to communicate with the divine realms. So, what I would suggest is those who are drinking tap water to possibly find a water filter that removes the fluoride from the water when it's unnecessary. Our toothpaste has fluoride, so why do we need to drink it? So again, I don't want to go into conspiracy theories, but it's almost as if though the dark, again, places something that's supposedly for our good into something that we consume daily, which is preventing us from communicating with the divine realms. Again, it's disguised, it's deceptive, and it's meant to keep people asleep, okay, and prevent you from being able to discern properly. Because, like I said, we all have the ability to discern and communicate with the divine realms, but unfortunately, a lot of us have been prevented from doing so. Churches have told people that communicating with the divine realms or with the spirit world is evil, when it's not. Okay, if it was evil, Source in its infinite wisdom would not have placed that within us, would not have given us that ability. So you really have to figure out, and it's difficult, it's not an easy path, but with practice, you'll be able to do it. Learn to discern what is not of the light, and you'll be able to move forward. So if you're looking to move forward, it's very important that you learn to discern things that are not from the light and practice daily meditation. Communicate with Source on a daily basis. Now, whoever that might be for you, okay, that could be Buddha, Muhammad, Lord Shiva, whoever it is that you feel closest with, that you can communicate with. They're all available for us. And all we have to do is ask. That's the bottom line. Just ask for help. Ask and you shall receive. Okay, we're going to leave it at that today. I hope everyone is doing well. Again, please keep Miss Jane Goodall in your prayers. I want to thank everyone who has taken the time to hang out here with me and Source. And I am very appreciative and grateful for all of you. I'm giving my love to all of you. And to see you again soon. Take care.